Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be tasting one of my home brews. This is a brew. I bottled this back on the 20th of December and brewed it on the 11th of November. Named this one Crunching Leaf because I brewed it in November. It's a bit like autumn season. There's lots of leaves crunching on the ground, so I just thought Crunching Leaf. It's a New England Pale Ale or New England IPA, depending really what you want to class it. It's 5.5%. So yeah, a lot of like New England IPAs now are 5.5 upwards. I'm quite happy to call it a New England Pale Ale. It's got a cap on this. First time I've used these. I use them on two brews. There'll be another review out soon with the same cap. And these are oxygen absorption caps. The idea is that they absorb the oxygen from the beer while it's in the secondary fermentation in the bottle. It's conditioning. I know the yeast will do majority of that work, but this is just another way of trying to keep them hops fresh, trying to stop the beer from turning brown, especially with it being a New England style. So we're expecting it to be a nice yellow. I could pour this now and it could be a murky brown. Let's hope it isn't, but it's possible, and it does happen to people, and it's been oxidised during the bottling. So yeah, it does happen, and yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. It does happen. It doesn't, at 2 weeks after bottling, it doesn't really affect the flavour, but down the line it will. It'll bring like over sweet and cardboard and not just off flavours that you don't want in your beer. So we'll find out. We're going to crack this. What's happened? If it's okay, it's good. Let's hope there's some carbonation in there. Like I say, it's been in the bottle now about 15 days, just over 2 weeks. The grain, there's 10 lots of grain used in this beer. It's my own recipe. Basically, I had a base malt pale. Then I had oats, wheats, different types of oats, some barley, a little bit of acid malt for the pH, and then a little bit of maltodextrin to try and keep a little bit of the body as well. But yeah, there's like 10 grains in this beer. It's quite a complex beer to make. It's taken me, I'd say 12 to 18 months to get to the point where it got to where I want it to be. I still want to improve. That's why I could never rate my own beers, because I always want to do better than what I've done and what I'm doing. The hops in this, Citra, Mosaic and Centennial. A little bit on the hot side, which is unusual for New England IPAs, because it's normally all like, when I say hot side I mean boil, and then once the whirlpool starts, some people still like call that hot side, but that's becoming onto the cold side because you've turned off the boil and the wort's is starting to cool. So that's a whirlpool hops. So this has had a couple of hops just before the end of boil. Had some hops at whirlpool. Then it's had dry hops as well, and I dried hop this, double dry hopped as well. So let's see. It's 5.5%. Let's crack it open and see what happens then. There's a nice little bit of hiss. That's the cap. You say what? Well, I'll try and have a look in there on the internet there in a minute to explain them caps how they work. Let's see what colour this is. Like I say, it's only 2 weeks in the bottle, but that's its cap. So I'm quite happy with the colour of that. Can do with a little bit more conditioning. This is the first bottle, so yeah, so we can get more of a white frothy head on there. Massive peach aromas. Mango, 100% mango, peach, tropical fruits. Slight citrus there as well. But yeah, it's big on the tropical fruits. It's got a really nice aroma. So them caps. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Don't know if you can see. It looks to me, holding up to the light, it's okay. I'm more than happy with that for colour. Them caps, they say that the technology is based on oxidation or combination of one of the following components: iron powder, absorbic acid, photosensitive polymers, helpful enzymes, blah blah. But the oxygen absorbing caps have an internal liner that, once activated by water, will absorb oxygen in the headspace of the bottle. So, yeah, got a nice little design on there. So yeah, it just needs a little bit more carbonation, a bit more conditioning time. But this is the first taste test. Smells, it's like blowing your own trumpet. It smells really well. The yeast they're using this is it's my house yeast now. It's something that I've developed over the last 18 months as well with my beers. Got a slight bitterness there, and that slight bitterness will be coming from that hot side hop that I added just before the end of the boil. But I like it. I don't like beers that are too sweet, so this is just right. It's a slight bitterness. The bitterness taste is like citrus grapefruit, and then you're getting them nice mango tropical vibes coming through as well, just on the back of it. It's got a medium mouthfeel. It's not thin, it's not thick, it's just a medium mouthfeel. It's definitely hazy. Definitely a hazy beer. Yeah, that bitterness I quite like. I'm happy with that. So that's Crunching Leaf, 5.5%. Like I said, I brewed it in November, bottled it just over 2 weeks ago, on 20th December, and that's the beer in the glass. And yeah, that's a nice beer. I'm happy with that. I would say though, there's definitely room for improvement. There's things I can do with this. I could, look at maybe adjusting the hops. I do like to change the hops around. You will see a lot of these same type of grain bills with different hops. But I may just adjust this grain bill. I don't know. I'm never happy, but I'm 90% there. So yeah. So thanks for watching. That's my New England Pale Ale, bottle conditioned with that new cap, oxygen scavenging cap. Tasting well. Okay, cheers, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.